Famous Urdu poet Mirza Ghalib's 220th birth anniversary is being observed across India with his beautiful poems that have been in books and in heart for years now. Ghalib was a prominent Urdu and Persian language poet during the Mughal era. Mirza Asadullah Beg Khan was born in Agra on 27th of December, 1797. He began composing poems from the age of 11, translation in English. Though many of my desires were fulfilled, majority remained unfulfilled. Although his first language was Urdu, Turkish and Persian was spoken at home too. English translation. If your prayers are potent, Mullah, move this mosque my way, else have a drink or two with me and we'll see its minarets sway. English translation. The prison of life and the bondage of grief are one and the same before the onset of death. How can man expect to be free of grief? English translation. Don't go by the lines on the palm of hand. Ghalib luck is bestowed even on those who don't have hands. The happiness of the world is nothing for me, for my heart is left with any feeling besides blood. The world is a children's playground before me. Night and day this theatre is enacted before me. I wondered if any wilderness would be more desolate than this, and then I remembered another of the kind, the home it left behind. My hands definitely are inefficacious in attaining what I desire for, but my eyes can imagine whatever impossible desire I wish for, so at least let the alcohol be served to me. Ecstatic for a drop is annihilation into the sea. Pain untold of is remedy on its own. Today, Mirza Ghalib is more famous for his Urdu ghazis among Urdu scholars than he is for his achievements in Persian. Was one of the greatest and most renowned poets and writers of the Mughal era. His words were heart-touching and full of inspiration. Most of his writings got popular after his death. Here are the best quotes. शायरी. दिल से तेरी निगाह जिगर तक उतर गई, दोनों को एक अदा में रजामंद कर गई, मिर्जा गालिब गुनाह करके कहां जाओगे, गालिब ये ज़मीन ये आसमान सब उसी का है मिर्जा गालिब। हमको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत लेकिन दिल को खुश रखने को गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है। मिर्जा गालिब उनके देखे से जो आ जाती है मुन पर रौनक, वो समझते हैं कि बिमर का हाल अच्छा है। मिर्जा गालिब जबकि तुझबिन नहीं कोई मौजूद, फिर ये हंगामा ए खुदा क्या है मिर्जा गालिब। गुजर जाएगा ये दौर भी गालिब ज़ारा, इत्मीनान तो रख जब खुशी न थाहरी तो गुम की क्या औकत है। मिर्जा गालिब मोहब्बत में नहीं है फर्क, जीने और मरने का उसी को देख कर जीते हैं। जिस काफिर पे दुम निकले मिर्जा गालिब हथौन की लकीरों पे, मट जा ए गालिब नसीब। उनके भी होते हैं जिनके हथ नहीं होते मिर्जा गालिब। मेरे बारे में कोई रे मत बनाना, गालिब मेरा वक्त भी बदलेगा। तेरी रे भी मिर्जा गालिब, दिले नदान तुझे हुआ क्या है, आखिर इस दर्द की दवा क्या है। मिर्जा गालिब ना था कुछ तो खुदा था, कुछ ना होता तो खुदा होता दुबोया। मुझको उन्होंने नेना होता, मैं तो क्या होता मिर्जा गालिब। न सुनो गर बुरा कहे कोई, न कहो गर बुरा करे कोई, मिर्जा गालिब इश्क ने गालिब निकम्मा कर दिया। वरना हम भी आदमी थे काम के, मिर्जा गालिब एक मंजिल मिलेगी भटक कर ही सही। गुमराह तो वो हैं जो घर से निकले ही नहीं, मिर्जा गालिब इस सड़गी पे कौन न मर जाए, ए खुदा लड़ते हैं और हथ में तलवार भी नहीं मिर्जा गालिब।
These were the best quotes, shayari and poems from Mirza Ghalib. Hope you liked these quotes and make sure to share these amazing shayari and sayings with your friends. Love cannot be seeded into someone. It is a fire that is difficult to kindle, but once it takes on, it is equally difficult to extinguish. Lest we forget, it is easy to be human, very hard to be humane. Love knows no difference between life and death. The one who gives you a reason to live is also the one who takes your breath away. For the raindrop joy is in entering the river. Alas, not all things in life are easy. Even man struggles to be human. The drop grows happy by losing itself in the river. Love demands patience, desire is restless. What color shall I paint the heart until you savage it? You shall not ignore me when the time comes, I know, but I may turn to dust before the news reaches you. I asked my soul, what is Delhi? She replied, the world is the body, and Delhi its life. When nothing was, then God was there. Had nothing been, God would have been. My being has defeated me. Had I not been, what would have been? The world is no more than the beloved's face, and the desire of the one to know its own beauty. We exist. For how tiny the world, this ant's egg in the sky. In the deadly sweep of every wave, 1,000 dangers lie in wait. The object of my worship lies beyond perception's reach. For those who see the Kaaba is a compass, nothing more, since sorrow follows joy. As autumn does, the spring man must transcend the joys of earth which sorrows bring. Whoever can't see the whole in every part plays at blind man's bluff. A wise man tastes the entire Tigris in every sip. He gave me heaven and earth and assumed I'd be satisfied. Actually, I was too embarrassed to argue. The spiritual seekers are tired 2 or 3 at each stage of the path. The rest who have given up never knew your address at all. There are so many in this gathering who wish the candle well. But if the being of the candle is melting, what can the sorrow sharers do? If there is a knower of tongues, here fetch him. There's a stranger in the city, and he has many things to say, whereas it is difficult for everything to work out easily. A man cannot even afford to be a human. This earth burnished by hearing. The name is so certain of love that the sky bends unceasingly down to greet its own light. Consumed by the agony of remembrance, the remembrance of night's festive company, the one remaining candle flickers and dies. The world is a playground Indian.